Hey, my lovely chaotic people. It's your girl Christian, and I just wanted to give you a lock update on my journey. Okay, so I am coming up upon 7 weeks locked. Well, yeah, I had two strand twisted. I just can say that if you saw my first video, I have a few more locks twists than I did in that first video because during like those first 2 weeks of my hair shrinking and moisturizing, I realized like I didn't really like my parting pattern, and some of them were really big, and I was just like, I don't think I'm going to end up liking this end result because I looked at other people's videos who had like whatever many locks that I had, and I was like, I don't think that's for me. So anybody out there who's also starting their journey and they're in their first couple of weeks, if you don't like the way it looks, take it down. Like, take the time, repart it. It's still a journey. That's why it's called a journey. It's not something that has to be just because that's the way your loctician did it or you did it yourself when you first did it. If you don't like it, it's okay for you to change it. It does not stop the journey because a journey is a marathon, not a sprint. I started wearing headbands because I realized, well, one, I have a lot of, frizzy and growth things here, and I didn't want to keep wearing my hair in a ponytail, like pulling on it. I wanted to make sure that I wasn't doing that too much. And I have a bunch of these from all of the headband wigs that I had bought during the pandemic and everything. So I was like, I'm gonna keep putting these to use. So these have been really great in me finding new styles for this. Now, I would say that maybe like 25% of my twists are from my original twist set, and then like 75% is when I redid it over those 2 weeks. And I started watching videos about budding and bunching and things like that, and I think some of them have started to bud or bunch, but I'm gonna say it's budding. I don't think it's been bunching. I would say, if you can get closer, like maybe this one is starting to bud a little. It's like it has shrunk and it has stretched, and it's definitely feeling tighter. I can feel that. And let me see, or like definitely the ones in my back are definitely different than my ones on top. You can see like and I am constantly like just like taking like the shedded ones that are coming out and just like wrapping them around, which is and just doing that. I guess it's not exactly the locksmithing, but it's just when it gets to be like so overwhelmed that it's like catching on to like the one next to it, I usually just try and wrap it around that one. So that's what I've been doing with those. And then you can also see on top how some of these ones aren't as shrunken and getting thicker, because these are the ones that I did, these ones are more like 4 weeks. Like I said, like I did take that time to redo them in those first 2 weeks. Last time I learned my hair, like if you look here, like this is definitely like, look at this shrinkage that happened, because if I just do like a village, I'm not gonna pull taunt, but like this is like about where it was when I originally did the twist. They were like down here, and so the shrinking and expansion is definitely happening. They are swelling, and I'm very excited about that. And I haven't been putting too much product in my hair. I've just been using my spray bottle with my aloe vera and a little bit of essential oils in it, like I said in my last video, which I will also link below if you were just interested in why I was doing that. So I do wet my hair every day. I also wet my hair before I go to bed, not right before I go to bed. I do it like a couple of hours so like I don't go to bed with my hair wet. I do put a bonnet or a satin scarf on my head every night, or almost every night. I do also have a satin pillow for times when it's just on my bed from when I was a loose natural. So if ever I'm too tired, I can't find my bonnet or whatever, I'm still getting that effect of not having to sleep on cotton. And I haven't been worried about lint in my hair because, again, when I do wash my hair, which I've washed my hair, I think, with soap twice at this point, and I just make sure that I'm nice and dry. Make sure I use a microfiber cloth so there's no lint on that. all that to say, in these first, like, you know, almost at 2 months, it's just been amazing. I am loving this. I didn't think that I would. And I don't know how to describe how I feel about it. It's just, I'm just very happy that I finally made the decision to just do it. And I love all this frizz. I love everything. And I can say with all honesty that I hate the fact that I actually thought that there was an ugly phase. I really hope we start to get rid of that and come up with some other way to describe the frizziness. Or maybe call the discomfort. I'm not sure, because some people just are not comfortable with a lot of frizz, a lot of growth on their roots, because that's the thing that has become the norm in our beauty standards of like the super clean look or whatever. So I don't know. And coming up on the next week, I have decided that because I'm still early in my journey, I'm not going to go straight into palm rolling, even though that seems to be the most popular method. And I did some research, and I had been practicing on a mannequin, and I decided that I am going to do a 2-point interlock at this time and see how I feel about that, because also it just seemed like in the videos that I've seen that the 2-point was a little bit more similar in like the spiralness of what a 2-strand twist looks like. And if that ends up not being the thing for me, I can always go to palm roll, and it's not one or the other. And I'm glad I did that research to learn that. So if anybody else is out there new and you're thinking, oh, I have to palm roll, or you've never even heard of interlocking, like, you have options to do whatever it is you want to do with your hair. And I think that trying it early in your journey is probably the smart thing to do. But then again, you could be 5 years matured locks and decide, oh, I don't want palm roll, I want to do this interlock. You can do whatever you want to do with your hair because it's yours. So, my darn chaotic people out there, if you have any thoughts or advice that you would lovingly like to share with me, I am always take that in full-hearted and maybe tuck that away somewhere, and maybe it'll be something that could be useful for me later. And I'm just so happy to be on this journey and try new things. And until next time.